Have you ever noticed that Lego City is just riddled with crime? From ice cream truck heists to donut shop burglaries, what is going on? Let's find out, folks. Greetings, folks. Welcome back to the channel, The Brick Sweethearts. And in today's video, apparently we're going into the murky world of Lego City. It's crazy, but as I said in the little intro that I did, there's a lot of crime in Lego City for some reason. And to be honest, I'm kind of thinking I found out why. And it's all in this set. Set number 60417, the Police Speedboat and Crooks Hideout. Interesting, I wonder who's actually hiding there. Now, believe it or not, I actually looked back into our video library, and apart from the very small police car that we did a really long time ago, I believe it was probably our third, maybe even fourth video, I'd recommend checking those out. They're still kind of fun to watch. And don't forget to subscribe, we got plenty more content coming. But apart from that one single video, we haven't actually done anything Lego City. It's all been either Star Wars, Harry Potter, and of course recently we've been doing our Speed Champion reviews. Make sure to check those out. That kind of rounds out that theme until Lego releases any more cars. But yeah, strangely enough, we haven't actually done any Lego City reviews so far. This one, I wanted to do this one specifically because it's a nice little intro into the theme overall. Only recently they had released a set, which I believe it's like the seaside dock, and it has a nice big boat on it. Of course, the actual dock itself, and there seemed to be some sort of fishmonger shop. This would be a pretty good theme to connect them together, and I'm gonna check it out, but I believe most likely there is some way to actually physically connect this set to that one. We'll check when we're building it. But let's not waste any more time. Let's build our first Lego City set, see what it's like. I don't expect too much. It is a target audience like much younger.
Oh no, the police is here. Distractor, throw out the red herring, boy. Hey boss, it didn't seem to work. Oh dang nabbit, well I'm out of here.
Forgive me for my terrible acting, folks, but we are back after having finished building this set. And overall, I'm quite happy with it. As I previously stated, I wasn't expecting anything too complicated. It delivered what it said on the box. It's a nice, fun little play feature of a little hideout with two interesting little additions to it and a nicely designed police speedboat here. The overall design of this shipping container that is on top of these two little struts, pretty solid. Fairly straightforward, easy enough, nothing too complicated. And they even included this window box where, as I showed in my little skit earlier, you can put these orange fish, though maybe they're supposed to be red to, you know, throw off some red herrings, and use it to, let me see if I can set it up properly. When the police is coming in, you just throw out that box and hit them with some fish. It's a nice little play feature that has been added to this ship container, which has been transformed into the Crooks Hideout. Inside, we have a little computer and of course a water dog bowl for the little dog that has been included. I suppose this antenna on top is supposed to be where the crook is able to send out signals, communicate with his criminal acquaintances. Of course, one of the more fun play features is this interesting side compartment that you are able to put this small little speedboat or a jet ski, I would say, and as part of that, shoot him out with a simple enough push rod that unfortunately you do need to kind of keep it stable and really push into it, otherwise the front door doesn't easily open as you might want it to. On top of that, if we remove the minifigure from this side, we are able to open a secret hatch on the little pier where he has two gold bars stashed. A pretty straightforward, nothing too complicated little feature. And as I said earlier, we do have some little open holes here that I'm assuming you could probably connect it to the harbor set and then continue on the scene and have more things happening on your little diorama that you might be building. Now, I would recommend that you probably get a blue base plate so that you can make it seem like it's actually in the water. When it comes to the police speedboat, again, it's a fairly simple enough build with a nice central big piece that kind of forms the bow of the ship, I suppose, I think it's called. Let me just give you a nice little zoom in there. Turns out pretty nice, although the only thing is a bit strange is this blue central piece where it has some prison bars on it, and I'm not sure if it's trying to say that you fit the criminal once you catch him in that little box there, because it doesn't really have the space to do something like that. I feel like they probably could have done something else. Luckily enough, with this set we don't get too many stickers. We have a nice little fish piece that's up here. The computer itself, the screen, has a sticker piece that is what seems to be some sort of diamond, which I'm assuming is either their next heist or a heist that the crooks have already done, but we don't actually get any diamond pieces in this set, so I'm assuming it's being planned out. And then we also get, I believe, this height piece here that just says, you know, your boat can be whatever height to pass under this little container, and I think the police symbol. Luckily enough, this nice wanted poster that is on this pillar is in fact a printed piece. You don't have to worry about accidentally making it crooked. Let's quickly have a little zoom in and I can show you a few more details, but more importantly, I'll take out the minifigs and line them up so that we can take a look at them. And here we are, folks, a nice close-up of the set. And before we go to the minifigs, I do actually want to quickly give a little shout out to this interesting piece. I believe that is supposed to simulate corrugated iron, if I'm not mistaken. This whole pattern, of course, we see it quite often on ship containers themselves, so nice little piece, and it actually gives me some ideas, not even just in Lego but also for other hobbies. So I might look into seeing if I can get any of these, hopefully in a cheap enough color. I know that sometimes the color makes the piece a bit more expensive on Bricklink. I'll see what I can find, but yep, nice little shout out there. And of course our little fish piece up here and the want poster down there. Going from left to right, we do have the police officer. Always remember, folks, if you're out on the water, safety is your #1 priority, and she has her life vest, making sure that if she falls into the water, she is safe and hopefully will be able to get rescued. Now, I wish that they included a helmet for her, not a like motorcycle type helmet, but I know that they have those aviation helmets, which are also quite common to see somewhat of a similar design when it comes to service personnel out on the water. Not as, you know, complicated as an aviation helmet that you see in fighter pilots. It would have been nice that that piece would be used and provided for us to swap out our hair for it. Our next minifig is, of course, the main crook himself. A tracksuit wearing, gold chain around the neck, low-life criminal. He looks pretty decent. I do actually like the little tracksuit design. It does make it very thematic and it suits the theme, that's for sure. And then of course for the people themselves, we have this other crook who's wearing a bandana around the face, making sure that no one can see who they are. And they also have this interesting strap that is on them, but it doesn't really seem to be any sort of like bag that would have been attached, apart from this tiny little pouch. I'm not sure if you can see it there. Now, the most important minifig that we have is Brutus. I told you there is a mastermind here and we will figure out where all this crime is coming from. Here it is, folks. Look at that face. He is having none of it. This is the mastermind behind all the Lego City crime. This little bulldog is the criminal mastermind that has been plaguing Lego City. And he is a dog, so he's gonna get away because the police officer isn't even gonna realize that this is who they should be catching. All jokes aside though, I really enjoy having this little dog minifig. It's a pretty cool little addition, and I do hope that we see more small little animal additions to the Lego sets, just to, you know, perk up the life in the set itself. One quick final look, just to show you the flame that you have on this jet ski. It's pretty decent. It's a nice little sticker. Wasn't too complicated to get it on, so just to point that out. And for those of you who were wondering, I just took out the screen from the computer, and this is what it looks like. A little diamond being stolen. Quite nice. Now folks, as I said in that little zoom in, I do believe that our little dog here, Brutus, is definitely the mastermind behind all the Lego City shenanigans. You know, we all think that it's these crooks running about. No, Brutus himself, he's the reason why there's so much crime in Lego City. And guess what? He's gonna get away with it because the dog isn't gonna be put into prison, and then you will see more sets coming out and plenty more of heists and burglaries happening throughout Lego City. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was fun to build and to make. I'm definitely looking forward to trying and get the harbor set itself. It would be nice to connect them and also see that big ship and how it's built. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give us a like. It really helps us out in the algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe. We have plenty more content coming, and you can stay tuned for when we do eventually get the harbor set so that we connect them together. Write down in the comments if you already have that and you've managed to combine both of the sets. Let me know what it's like. I'd really be interested to see where it connects onto the actual harbor. For now though, we're gonna have to leave you and say goodbye. So until next time folks, take care.